On display today we have 2025 Australia Cup quarter finalist Brisbane City, who are up against our reigning NBL men's premiers and Australian Championship semi-finalists Moreton City Excelsior. The two teams will be walking out in just a couple of minutes' time. We're also pleased to welcome Councillor Carmen McEnany here from the Bundaberg Regional Council, who will be doing the coin toss this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field Brisbane City and Moreton City Excelsior.
The Kappa Pro Series is back in Bundaberg, and we've got a clash of NPL heavyweights coming your way this evening. Hello everyone, Martin's Oval is our destination for this contest between the reigning premiers of NPL Queensland, Moreton City Excelsior, and the Hahn Australia Cup quarter-finalists and returning guests to the region, Brisbane City. James Coughlin here to take you through this match on FQTV, and it promises to be a good one with both sides recording commanding victories over FQPL opposition last weekend. This one could well decide the winner of Pool D and in turn who receives an automatic spot in the quarterfinals. Let's run through the team lineup, starting with the nominal home side, Brisbane City. The goalkeeper Josh Langdon, 4 Asim Sehovic, 5 Mirko Crociati, 9 Marcus Barnes, 11 Malachi Love Samira, 13 Christian Naveen, 14 Lucas Josipovic, 17 Liam Kalea, 22 Joel Arnich, 23 Jack Scott, and 26 Corey Brown. Just the one change in It is enforced from last week with Ollie Plusnan suspended after his red card. And in comes Liam Kalea. Meanwhile, for Moreton City, who you see on your screen, the goalkeeper, Nathan Foster, 2, James Murphy, 3, Trent Millard, 4, Jack McAnally, 6, Harry Arneson, 9, Marquez Walters, 10, Luka Yankovic, 13, Lathan Dunn, 14, Emran Donnelly Fagan, 16, Sadiq Abbas, and 19, Darcy Satharasinga. 2 changes from their clash with Caboolture last Friday night, with Dylan Meineke and Lockie Sayers dropping out. Donnelly Fagan makes his starting return to Moreton City, and it is a club debut for the number 16 central defender Sadiq Abbas. The high hopes for the former Athletic Marbella man, who will have big shoes to fill with Declan Smith out after suffering that torn ACL in the Australian Championship quarter-final late last year. It is a short turnaround for Moreton City after their 43-game campaign in 2025. But no rest for the wicked, as they say, and the reigning Queensland Premiers will be keen to return to the national stage. Bolstered their squad with some notable signings, including the returning number 9, Marquez Walters. Our refereeing team for today's fixture will be led by Tom Fell, and he will be assisted by Jay Hudson and Lachlan Wiley. Moreton City in their black kit, going from right to left on your screen. Brisbane City in their traditional blue jersey with white shorts. We are almost ready to go in Bundaberg on a beautiful, albeit a little bit windy, Saturday evening. And here we go. Football in Bundaberg is back underway, and it is Moreton City getting us started, and they'll look to continue what has been a healthy winning streak over Brisbane City. 7 head-to-head clashes in all competitions have gone the way of Cam Miller's men, including a couple of big games, including the 2023 NPL preliminary final, and the 2024 Kappa Queensland Cup semi-final. Satharasinga, and the ball gets it to Walters. They're glad to have him back at Moreton City as the ball is to the box, cut out. Now Brisbane City on the break, and that break broke very, very quickly. Advantage now for Satharasinga. He'll take that left-footed strike, deflected behind off Crocciati. Looks like he has shifted across one to play the centre back, and Liam Kalea will be the right back. Two sides with high hopes for 2026. And the corner will be a bit of a wind at the back of this delivery. It goes right across the face of goal, and inside 2 minutes, Moreton City strike first. Luka Yankovic at the back post, an almost uncontested header, and the Premiers take the lead. The man who spent most of last season with St George Willawong, joining up with Moreton City for the Australian Championship. Gets us off the mark today and has his first goal for 2026. Marcus Josipovic. His 13th senior appearance for City. Brisbane City, that is. Southern Singer competing for the ball. It's back with City, and don't they look right up for it today? Surprise off Malachi loves Samira. It's a throw in for Moreton City. Murphy. Space for the cross. It's lifted up and aimed by Langdon. And he got all of that one as he's trying to unleash Love Samira, but no way through McAnally on that occasion.
Liam, inside. The pocket.
Naveen goes inside. Christian Naveen with a heavy challenge. Here is that Arneson on the ground, but he is back up. Let's see what the replay is for us here. As it was Naveen was just a little bit late, and I think he might have stood on the boot of Arneson, who is back up on his feet. Here's Barnes. Looking to make an impact in his first full season with Brisbane City after joining Moreton last year. Touch inside, and it's off, and here go Moreton City again. Walters steaming forward ahead of Yankovic. The striker Walters is unceremoniously upended to see off that one, as it was Joel Unich, the guilty party there, and a whole lot of arguments on that occasion. Another set piece for Moreton City. Tony Fagan. An awkward spot last time for Brisbane City. This time it's Murphy with the outswinger, and again it's allowed to bounce. South Rasinger going for the bicycle kick, not getting clean contact on it. Back to Foster. Way through Donnelly Fagan. Back with Moreton City after joining Penn Power for 2025, where he made 6 first-team appearances. Back for Foster. Sahovic was with the Brisbane Roar B side last year, but didn't play in this clash, as he has now returned to City. RCM Sahovic. 17 games in all comps for the Roar last year. Not very touch on that one. Good break now for City. Josipovic, okay. Heavy touch. City just look like they're still struggling to get their feet under them as touches to be a bit heavy. Walters escapes the first challenge and he'll come back with no advantage. Accruing after the pullback on the jersey. Cam Miller and the Moreton City bench making their case that perhaps there should be further sanctions for that tug back. Ball to win. Langdon was a long way off his line and it was straight down his throat. Managed trying to measure the ball over the top, no way past the long leg of Abbas, and here goes okay, Yankovic. He's got Sathara Singer in support, instead he'll play it back post, diving header. John applauds the ball to the back post. Moreton City showcasing the athleticism in this squad early on with the bicycle kick from Sathara Singer and the diving header from done already as Moreton City have another free kick. Throw in, I beg your pardon. He sure is. Applied by Kalea. So that clash here last year was 2-0 in favour of the Raw. Sealed by a Noah Mayoroni penalty. To wait a while to get that breakthrough, unlike today where it was just over 100 seconds. Again, trying to get in behind Brisbane City's defence, but no luck for Walters. The turf monster looks like it may have made the tackle there. Not that Scott will mind, as well, he might mind that bounce. Has to skip to his right to get away from Love Samira, and City putting the high press on.
Joe, stepping in every time to play wide. Joe, steps in to play wide when you don't. Leave it and cover the midfield. Go, go. Yes.
Looking into the setting sun. There a singer not happy with the touch there as the exclamation probably gave that away. Giardi long, but that was well read by Moreton City and in possession. Nathan Foster. Might pick out its intended target. Anich. Forward now it's clipped over the top, looking for Barnes, but to no avail. Marcus Barnes really comes with plenty of pedigree. 4 goals in 6 appearances for Brisbane City last season. Closely is Josipovic. Gets the ball back, and now Brown. City happy to try and play their way out of trouble, but as quickly as they get out of their own half, it's turned over. Now turned over again. Love Samira overhit the pass for Barnes. It will bobble its way through to Foster. If you are just tuning in, it's round 2 of the 2026 Kappa Pro Series, coming away from Bundaberg. James Coughlin behind the microphone as Moreton City struck inside the opening 2 minutes through Luka Jankovic. Now to make it 2 with Sathara taking the shot on, and it will bobble wide. Space that City are able to find. Have done outside. Replay. Naveen was fouled. Goal kick was taken short. And a chance now for City to relieve the pressure. Arneson. Forwards make their runs. Let's see, fullback that was the target there with Murphy. One of the ever-presence for Cam Miller's side last season, James Murphy, 39 appearances. Having joined the club for 2025 from the Raw youth system. Happy with the footballs at the moment.
Don't worry, that's how it's going to be.
Challenge, but deemed legal. Sathara Singer plays it back to the top of the 18-yard box, and it was Barnes tracking back to cut that one out. Samira able to get it back, and now Moreton City recycle it back to the halfway. line now is Langdon. He could be caught out. But covering well was Sahovic. Now Arneson fancies the strike from range. The defender to commit. Now he'll lay it off. And Moreton City piling on the pressure in the opening 20 minutes of this match. City with barely a touch in the opposition half. Challenge from Kalea. Making his 5th senior appearance. Murphy down the line, looking for a target, and Satharasinger will put on the afterburners to try and keep that one in, but no avail. You see the Brisbane City subs warming up. One welcome sight on that City bench is the return of Kai Tapaldo. As it stands, when he enters the fray, if he enters the fray, he will have a job to do. City try and overturn this deficit. He was last seen 18th of May 2025 in a 1-0 win over the Raw. Ciardi fouled by Yankovic. So Naveen is right back for the day. Not sure who that pass was targeting, but clearly someone was expected to make a run in that vicinity.
Cameron, have a look.
Unable to keep that one in and throw in for Moreton City. And got in the way of that one. This is the Pool D contest. Second one of round 2. Last night, Caboolture 6-1 thumping of Palabar. Moreton Bay Sports Complex. Barnes struggling to find a way through. Levine, electric winger, find a way past his target, but that was won back well by Scott, and it's an attempt to try and find a teammate, but Bass body on the line to win that header, and now pass over the top. Crociati forced to the defence duty and straight away. Satharasinger goes through the back of the Italian.
You called for a yellow earlier, man. Yellow card for the donut tackle over there. Cam, you called for a yellow card earlier. Did you drop away?
The sights and sounds of Bundaberg are brought to you by the Brisbane and Moreton City benches. These sides recording big wins in round 1 of this competition, the new format of this competition, with the 6 pool winners automatically advancing and the 2 best second place finishers. So coming through. So Brisbane City, 4-0 winners at John Fredericks Park. It's Friday night now. Marquez Walters in the box for the cutback. Yankovic, and his strike is off target. I thought for a second that might have taken a touch off one of the defenders, but not the case. Walters just getting around Sir Hovic. Would have been a double deflection with the last touch coming off Moreton City's number 10. Taking that jersey from Murai. And Bus having his shirt pulled. The opinion of Tom Fell, and Brown commits the foul as skipping away from him. The footballs continue to be a point of discussion as Joel Arnich feels like it was suitable for play. So he kicked it away. Oh, that is a heavy tackle on Arnich, but not a free kick. Let's see what the replay has to say. Arnich is back on his feet. City's bench will feel like that follow through with the right leg from Arneson is what should have warranted some sort of sanction. It's starting to get a little bit heated here in Bundaberg. Midway through the first half as Brisbane City to overcome a slow start. Arnich. Forward cut back now from Kalea. Left foot strike blocked. City back in possession, and will give Satharasinga plenty to chase, and beautiful tackle made by Sahovic. Compromising from the returning central defender. Murphy plays it through looking for Yankovic, but there's Sahovic in cover again. Gaffney. Instructions to the youngster who had 2 appearances in this competition last year. Big show of faith coming in for the suspended Ollie Plusnet. Emerging from behind the pole is Murphy. A whole lot of subtlety in that challenge on Barnes. Gives City a chance to relieve the pressure as it's played short to Naveen. Turns it to Crocciati. Naveen using those fast feet again as it's much from a tight angle, cut back. Have caught him a little bit. No luck from Naveen trying to pick out Scott. Correction, that's Arnich. Walters. Closely by Brown and Scott. He's upended after getting the pass away. Advantage now could be on for Moreton City. Sathara Singer. Get a clean strike. Watch closely by Love Samira. Pass to Yankovic. He will blaze that one over the crossbar. Another threatening move from Moreton City. Naveen just some maintenance perhaps. Now we'll watch as Barnes tries to past his man, touched by Abbas is enough to just player into the checked run. Another advantage now for Moreton City as Dunn gets it out wide for Walters. Getting it back to Dunn. He's got two City players in front of him. Back heel across looking for Sathara Singer. Tracking back well is Love Samira. And the attacker is helping out at both ends of the pitch. Otherwise, Sathara Singer would have had the goal at his beckoning. Long throw in into the wind. Knocked away by Sahovic. Scott trying to clear it as far as Dunn. It's back for Millard. Fullback Trent Millard. Go for the spectacular and spectacular effort now. Clever work by Kalea. Got past Abbas and gets it away before Murphy can close him down, but the rushed pass is cut out by McAnally.
You write down.
And we'll have a stoppage now for something off camera. The City players down injured and looks like it could be Corey Brown, and it is. He's an issue with that right leg on the shin. Experienced campaigner Corey Brown, 190 Isuzu A-League appearances, left the Raw their 2024-25 campaign. He's back at his boyhood club. Miller issuing some instructions to his players. The cooling towels with the ice are getting a heavy workout, surprisingly, with the late January weather. Weather as Brown makes his way over into the shade to test out that leg. 26 degrees, feels like 24 with 30 km/h winds. Not sure doing anyone any favours. Crociati, who has taken on the role of club technical director in the off-season, replacing Jake Goodship, who is now with Magic United. It's fitting that Crociati is lead the way at Brisbane City. To make the move from southwest Queensland, Crociati settled in wonderfully at Newmarket. And is not a fan of that call as Naveen see foul on Sathara Singer. Go to the replay. Someone's a hip and shoulder in a different code. And after the protests are lodged, Steffel says, my decision remains, so everyone get away. Brownie's back on the pitch with the Brisbane City physio, making her way back behind Josh Langdon's goal. Donnelly Fagan with the right, Murphy with the left. Sizing up the options here. Swing delivery from Murphy, can't beat the first man. Donnelly Fagan goes high up into the sky, and the offside flag has gone up against Walters, who is unable to retreat back into position. Minutes of normal time remaining in the first half here at Martin's Oval in Bundaberg. If you are just tuning in after watching the Raw Jets game in the A-League, welcome aboard. Luka Jankovic scored the first goal for Moreton City inside 2 minutes. The reigning NPL premiers have had the weight of play thus far. Wins it back for City. Anic. Able to get the angle on that pass to Sathara Singer, who's been very busy in this first half. Will to tee up Vic, whose pass could beat its first man. Now clever back heel from Sathara Singer, saved by Langdon, and the follow-up from Jankovic is going to leave a mark on Langdon. Might have caught him on the arm. Brown just telling him to get away. He's quick to apologise, as I'm sure that was malicious. But to keep an eye on there, and Jace Hudson, backup keeper, will be going through any sort of warm-up on the bench after that, although Langdon is a tough player. He's getting his lines caught up with McAnally. He just introduces himself to the Moreton City number 4. Brisbane City have not enjoyed their time in this head-to-head matchup. Their last point against Moreton City came back in 2023, a 2-2 draw at Newmarket. And the last win was in 2022 round 6 up at Walter Park. Pre-Campbell days, as a couple of Moreton City players are now down on the ground, and Brisbane City opting to play on with Brown to get him behind through Barnes. He is tripped up by a bus. Was that in or outside of the box? There's Not even a foul. Tom fell with a crowd of bodies to disperse. Scott Sather-Singer. Walters playing peacemaker on that occasion. Flashpoints in this first half. Finale. Left quad worked on. Bench by and large for Cam Miller as well. Corey Brown now just asking about that challenge on Barnes. And Nathan Dunn is happy to just sit there or stand there in the shade, coming off a productive season with Olympic. 33 appearances, 8 goals. Nathan Yoon, the city physio. Bonus points if you remember as a player. And after all is said and done, we'll resume with a goal kick. Some shadows are very, very long as the sun sets on the far side of the Martins Oval pitch. Crociati, and he's won it back. There's Walters, will split the difference between his two attackers. Sather-Singer to Arneson. No way through. Strong challenges made by Naveen. Diagonal ball for Barnes as he's turned Millard. Barnes. The applause of the crowd, and he might have been trying to pick out the top corner on that occasion. Now Love Samira will fire it across goal, and at the back post, unable to bury the chance was Barnes. And that was as close as City have gone so far this afternoon. City get up in the closing minutes of the first half, and Naveen escapes the hold of Sather-Singer. Naveen gets to it before it crosses the byline, but Fell just giving a warning there to Sather-Singer.
Move on.
McAnally is back on the pitch, and he will take the goal kick short to Foster. There's pass in midfield by Brisbane City. Arnich with the turn right into the path of Donnelly Fagan. Sahovic for Crociati. Played through, and the offside flag has gone up against Kalea, who that facial expression tells you all you need to know about his viewpoint on that goal, on that call.
fucking holiday this weekend.
The bus is told to leave it. Foster will take. Quickly by Murphy. Finds Walters. His radar working on that occasion. Gets it straight to Arnich. Those two played together at Gold Coast Knights last year, but good break now for Barnes. They're trying to cut inside as Millard and McAnally to stop there as goes Moreton City. Just holding up on the halfway line. Very sloppy midfield at the moment. I think fatigue might be starting to play a bit of a role. Conditions out there for all involved. This might even be the earliest ever start to a season here in Queensland, at least in the NPL era, as Naveen gets it back and again looking to two players marking the man on the ball. Scott works his way through and Arneson slides down to get that back. Advantage now for City and really amount to a whole lot as Langan is off his line to sweep. Here's Brown. Delivery to the box, too tall for Barnes.
Stay on ball. Stay on ball.
First half stoppage time. We did have a couple of breaks with the injuries to Brown and McAnally.
On to one. Half time. Go inside, go.
Ball out, finding Murphy. He's got Sather Singer ahead of him as find the way around Crociati and gets the ball midfield and Anderson just says channeling in a Gary Owen with the up and under. Fagan happy to play it over the sideline for the reset while Brisbane City looking to pick up the pace. Good backfire were it not for the intervention of Sahovic. Totally Fagan's essentially for Jankovic and his Crociati. City's defence winning out on that occasion and trying to get it to Barnes unsuccessfully so. City will repel that threat.
Lucas, affect the game!
Gaffney is overly pleased with the efforts of Josipovic this first half. Finale, the challenges Walters. Work his way around. A couple of defenders. He's past Brown. Did that strike the hand of Sahovic? And had crossed the byline. Doesn't see replay. Flag had gone up before it had been able to be played by Walters, and that will be the end of a first half that saw the one goal scored for Moreton City Excelsior. Luki Jankovic inside the opening 2 minutes, and We're going to step away for the halftime break. We'll be back with the second half after these messages. We'll be back soon.
Halftime heroes from all of our local White Bay clubs here coming up very shortly. Just a reminder, the bar is open and we have piping hot wood fire pizzas available in the car park. Football Queensland would like to once again thank the Wave Sports Club for their support in getting two of the best teams in Queensland right here in the White Bay this afternoon. Stick around, we'll be back for the second half in just under 15 minutes time.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give.
Baby girl.
At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Focus! Go, get moving, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the second half Brisbane City and Moreton City Excelsior.
We've checked them. They're apparently all checked.
It is time for the second half in this Kappa Pro Series 2026 Round 2 clash between Brisbane City and Moreton City Excelsior from Martin's Oval in Bundaberg. It is the reigning NPL premiers. Moreton City up 1-0 after the opening 45 minutes. Looks like we have seen some halftime substitutions with Cam Miller going to his bench. 12, Aiden Gage Raftery on. Just confirm who for momentarily. Marquez Walters, who marked his return to Moreton City with a brace in their 5-1 win over Caboolture last weekend. The man who opened the scoring today, Luka Jankovic. Scored 3 goals for the club in the Australian Championship. He'll take on even more responsibility this season, donning the 10 of the departed Sata Mirai. Half-time change I can see for the moment. And with the referee Tom Fell happy, the second half is underway. Brisbane City going from right to left on your screens. McAnally back to Foster. Dunn is to have stayed on side, and Zahovic is able to catch the second man behind him, Dunn. Zahovic, who was asked by Peter Gaffney late in the first half to impact the match more, and could start this attack. Crossing from Naveen, looking for Barnes. It's over the top of the English striker. Cleared away by McAnally. Heavy pass by Djokovic. It's eventually controlled by Harry Arneson. Walters. Back for Dunners. Lead across the 18-yard box, but can only find I love Samira, and Walters with the driven shot. It was just over the bar. And Samira feels like there was a foul. Just needed only 9 minutes to score last week. The eyes for free kicks continue with no luck so far. Both sides, they could have had a few more whistles in their favour in that opening stanza. Goal kick. What the crowd thought of that one.
Over the top.
Half-time change. Just confirming it was Darcy Sather-Singer who is the player to be withdrawn. Repeated the brace from last week. Scott gets back to Crocciati. Oh, it's coming a long way back to try and start an attack, and Arneson back for Moreton City. And last touch off Sahovic, and it is a corner. And Arneson looks like he might be hearing the effects of that challenge, as you can see he played the pass and went straight down. And some carrot on the cheek of Harry Arneson. Made his club debut for Moreton City in the semi-final last season, Perry Park. Going on to 20 appearances across the League, Cup and Australian Championship, and as you're wondering what sort of midfielder Arneson was, in those 20 appearances, 11 yellow cards. Never one to back down from a challenge. Just gets the instruction to lie down so that blood hopefully doesn't get on his jersey. Not sure how many spare kits Moreton City would have brought. And we await Peter Gaffney wants Arneson to leave the pitch to receive treatment. One of the old staple guns to fix those cuts. Well, I'm not entirely sure it would have been used that close to the eye. Probably why I'm not a doctor. But anyway. This is the standalone match on Saturday for round 2. The other 11 all took place last night. So let's run through some of those scores. Pool A, Brisbane Roar B had a 3-2 win at Perry Park over Brisbane Strikers, and Gold Coast United a commanding 4-1 win over North Star. Pool B, Penn Power kept their perfect record intact with a 3-0 win over Sunshine Coast Wanderers, and Rochdale 6, Broadbeach 0 in Pool B. 4-2 Magic over Logan in Pool C. 2-2 between East and Holland Park. And you can either look up the rest of the scores yourself, or we'll bring them to you at the next stoppage. Which, based on how this match is going, we probably will have one in another 10 or so minutes. In the meantime, back for this corner in, swinging towards the near post. Lead away by Brisbane City, but as far as City to take the long shot, which is adjudged to have taken a touch on the way through. Let's see the replay of that one. Right now is McAnally with the hit from range. I'm sure he'll claim that was heading on target were it not for the deflection. And we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So Arneson back on the pitch at the far edge of the 6-yard box. The cross goes near post, and again it's met by a City jersey.
Jay sub, Tom. Jay, sub. Next one.
Okay, that's aborted sub for Brisbane City, I believe. Dunn is crunched on halfway, and that is going to be a yellow card for Corey Brown.
Liam! Lucas!
So it will be
Left side!
and Josipovic withdrawn. Coming on is Kai Tapaldo back in action, the prolific goal scorer. For that other sub momentarily. Like it took a touch off the foot of Dunn, and Brown took the throw in on the wrong side of halfway. And is that a torn jersey for Corey Brown? Either that or Brisbane City are offering a V-cut this year.
Do half of that, Luke. Not that yet. Half of that, Emran. Jump on the second pass. Ready?
Barnes for McAnally on that occasion as he goes behind the post. Ball emerges back to Brown. All the way through Abbas. Brown can't. Going for the challenge on the onrush and Yankovic. It's 3-on-3 now. Moreton City, do they have numbers out there? Beautiful positioning there from Sahovic to block that pass out to prevent Dunn with the one-on-one against Josh Langdon. Did that come off the hand of McAnally? Advantage now for City. Kalea is still on the pitch there, and the shot is taken, saved by Foster to take it off the toes of Tapaldo. So Liam Kalea is still on. Or was it just the one change for Brisbane City then? Barnes caught on his heels on that occasion. We have life in the opening 10 minutes of this first half. Oh, second half, I beg your pardon. So Aldo joining Barnes up top. After he inside with the strike, he'll get the second attempt at it. Raftery off the post. And the halftime substitute for Cam Miller. Announced as Gage Raftery. 8 on the team sheet. Signing from Broadmeadow Magic. Made such a good impression on Cam Miller, the Australian Championship. They brought him up to Queensland.
Ball moment. Where the deep run, Murph?
Rare occasions of play going the opposite direction on that highway. Usually it's the other way around. I believe Kojima has just been announced for Avondale down south. After he is guilty of the foul there, and very quick to escape the scene of the crime. We'll get a talking to from Mr. Fell. It's a long way forward, but it's turned over. And Walters, well, if that jersey has stayed in one piece, that is phenomenal manufacturing work, and Sahovic will pick up the yellow card. Continue for the free kick as City took that one a little bit too quickly for Mr. Fell's liking. A professional decision from Hasim Sahovic to pick up a yellow card. And cut out the threat of the lethal Marquez Walters. Now, gets a chance from the set piece. Five City players in the wall to cut out Walters. Langdon positioned centrally, up steps Walters. It's a low effort and it just goes wide, courtesy of a touch from one of the City players. Walters is ready for the jump. Ball went high, Walters goes low. And Langdon was up to the challenge. Difficult match for Phil to officiate. Plenty of flash points to navigate. This corner is going towards the back post and easily dealt with by Paldo on that occasion. An optimistic shout for a handball, to say the least. Long throw in from Dunn. Sahovic on that occasion with his tall frame. But it's coming back from the other side, Raftery. Over the hour mark here at Martin's Oval in Bundaberg. Luka Jankovic's second minute goal is all that separates Moreton City and Brisbane City so far. Kappa Pro Series comes to Bundaberg for the second straight year. Brisbane City took on the Brisbane Roar B-side last year. 2-0 win for the Roar on that occasion.
Around the ball. Jack.
Cycled around. Of course, this is a very different looking Brisbane City side and face a similar scoreline though with the cutback for Jankovic. Can he get the space on for the shot? Wide it goes, and Love Samira will clear it away over the sideline. We'll come away from this replay, taking you back to live action just to show you that misplaced pass from Arneson. Back to Sahovic. To that left side of the Brisbane City defence. Yellow card so far. Only two players booked to this point. Jankovic through for Walters. Langdon's come back, but Walters is forced to get the run there, and Walters just yanks down Kalea. Free kick at Brisbane City. So that match, essentially this time last year, it was Saturday the 1st of February, which is Sunday tomorrow. The only holdovers from that squad, Corey Brown is
26 to 7, I got it. 7? I'm a 7.
going to get a new jersey after that hook was getting bigger and bigger. So Brown will wear number 7. So fresh jersey for the City captain. And Scott will lunge into that one and then needlessly hold on to the jersey of Raftery. And this is going to be a fascinating final half an hour. Going to be a yellow card for Scott. So the only holdovers from that match here last year for Brisbane City. Oh, early moment by Foster as he played it straight into Kalea, and Kalea is not well. Always coming for help. Was that Paldo who took the knock? Oh, it was right off the side of the head. I think the best course of action now would be to give Paldo space. Stoppage in play as Tapaldo is one of the few holdovers from that match. He came on as a sub. Langdon, Crociati and Love Samira are the only other Brisbane City players who turned out for the club that day. Christian Naveen was on the Raw side. Asim Zahovic was in the Raw squad but didn't play on the day. Through that City lineup from last year. Langdon, and then it was Plusnan who is suspended today. Bilal Sadazai and Andrew McLeod. McLeod has departed. Crociati with the back four. Midfield trio of Noah McGrath, Jack Waldock and Masa Yokoyama. And front three of Love Samira, Jakub Budnic, who is not playing today, and Kai Bolton, who is not playing today.
Ready! Ready! Refs up!
And I think going to be better safe than sorry for Tapaldo.
Liam!
And he is done for the day, Kai Tapaldo.
Right. Christian!
So we have Ashton Marsh coming on in at number 20. And also coming on is Freddie Brock in 31. Brock, City junior, who made his first team debut last week. Alongside Ashton Burrows, who is still on the bench. Marsh, 3 senior appearances last season. Scored 2 goals in the Kappa Queensland Cup. He's done looking for the cutback as the boot of Sahovic cut that one out. Free kick for the foul on Burrows. The advantage of the Kappa Pro Series. It does give youngsters a chance to play with the first team. The ball out wide, finding Naveen, who has swapped over to the left and straight into an offside position. Changes have been run by Peter Gaffney. Arnish still on. He watches Jankovic right now, and here's Jankovic. He is tugged down from behind, much to the frustration of Brock. The youngster might have been hoping that one wasn't spotted. Walters again, he went low off that last free kick from a slightly central position. What does he do this time? Walters goes low again and straight down the middle for Langdon to grasp.
Now, outside, Jack, come in!
Cocciati. Now the shot from range from Dunn was always rising. Round up the line, finding Naveen. The shoulder check from Donnelly Fagan will cut out Christian Naveen. Fagan gets it back. Here is Raftery to escape Brock. Walters low ball in, no way through Crociati. Anic. City under zero pressure will, it's back to Murphy, who is put under pressure, and is able to keep that one in. He was. So Brock will concede the corner. It might have also been a hope for an offside call in that instance. Jack Scott looks like he was the other player withdrawn at that sub a couple of minutes ago. High ball, hoping to catch the wind, and Walter's got his head to it. Find a teammate as we have the arm of Langdon blocking his view for most of that.
Hey, Jack. Hurry. Jack, hey, hold.
Now.
Yes.
Give it a go. Don't Jack do stay wide.
Easier offside calls there against Walters.
Jack, come inside. Josh, play. You go. Josh, join in.
One change so far for Moreton City. Gage coming on at half-time. The line searching for Walters. Will the flag go up? It's play on now. Walters along the byline looking for the square ball, and again Crociati read that well for the interception. Brand's ball targeting Barnes all the way through. Abbas. The assistance for Donnelly Fagan. Coming up next week for both of these sides. Be a very important clash for Brisbane City if these scores hold. They will be face Caboolture. And that shot from long distance is really going to trouble Langdon, other than to go retrieve the ball. So as it stands, Brisbane City could need a convincing win over Caboolture, because with the revamped format of the men's Kappa Pro Series, 6 group winners will advance to the quarterfinals, plus the 2 best positioned second place sides. Brisbane City will want to make sure they get all 6 points. As Anderson is shoved over by Brock, who is giving the bat of his introduction to the match about 8 minutes ago. Play for Walters, could tee up Dunn to try and seal it, saved by Langdon. And as we've seen so many times, Langdon comes up with a timely save. Touched by Walters there, and just asking for a bit more urgency from his defenders. Dunn could have made it 2 goals in 2 games for Moreton City. To the back post, looking for the head of Walters. And another chance for Moreton City. It's unable to be converted. Walters goes in on Crocciardi, and free kick for Crocciardi. No further sanction for Walters. See the City travelling party there, including the injured Zach Kierpal. Really lengthy absence list for both of these clubs as well today. Sadazai, Scott Halliday, Ollie Plusden, Jakub Bundic, Kai Bolton. Not playing for Brisbane City. Pass from Yankovic. Meanwhile for Moreton City, without Dylan Meineke. Right now, as City could look for the ultimate sucker punch if they can find an equaliser. Scott is still on the pitch.
Look at the context. We're not in control here. So do the half. Still give you time to get out.
Heavy collision over on that far side. It's left its mark on Samira, and Walters just checking on him. Can they finish this match with a flourish? Anyway, through Murphy on that occasion. Good defending City fullback. Samira playing it through, finding Barnes. He's got in the middle, but side flag, I believe, has gone up, and Naveen frustratingly play the ball away. From the City bench. City encouraged to hurry up. Barnes pounced on the ball, take it off Abbas. Covering defence does its job. Now Sahovic, he is tripped up in a dangerous spot by Arneson. Brisbane City, 12.5 minutes of real time remaining. Brown or Arnich. Would favour the right boot of Joel Arnich. You would have seen his teammate Walters go close. Foster sets his three-man wall. Just the three. Down to a two-man wall, so Brown stepping back. We know Brown can hit them if he wants, but it'll be Arnich on this occasion. Oh, that is special. Joel Arnich levels proceedings with 11.5 minutes to go. That's one for the memory bank. And he picked out the side of the goal that Foster just couldn't reach. And changes coming now for Moreton City. And there is not a whole lot that Foster could have done on that occasion. Cam Miller now going to his bench. Sean Armand on in 8. Number 15, Alex Kissamanuri work. Apologies for the pronunciation on the surname. He's on in 15. And he's in the action early, getting a free kick, and that is going to be a second yellow card shown to Jack Scott. And he is off for the...
Don't fucking call out to me! You already know!
Raised boot there, and Scott does not like that one, and he's got to exit with the Moreton City travelling party. So, the mini is in for Jack Scott, and he might have kicked the door or something there. So for the second match in a row, Brisbane City are down to 10 men. Only Pleasant last week. After a curling ball finds Dunn at the near post. So this match now tightly poised at one apiece. 2.5 minutes plus a fairly lengthy period of stoppage time still to be played.
He's standing in the half. Just extra play now, so Graver. Leaving.
Done to take. Throw looking for Walters. It's there for Ahmed from close range, denied by Langdon. Abbas over in cover to take it away from Marsh. City, they've dominated proceedings but been unable to find that second goal. And they respond to that sucker punch from Joel Anich. There is Anich, who's in a back play advantage. Brisbane City loves Samira. Closely. The substitutes. Pocciati for Langdon, who is to get involved for Raftery. Now City, can they find a second goal? Low ball, no way through Abbas. Trusted it down.
Corey, step in, Corey, step in, Corey, step in.
Finding
See me, fell there.
Brock. Turnover in midfield as for Walters. Did he get a boot on the ball? He did, but down. Get it there, and it is Sahovic down after that challenge from Walters.
Boys, come in, quick.
Another stoppage.
Guys, come in quick. Quick. Boys, we're fucking 10 minutes.
Switch characters, man, boys. Let's go.
Both sides coming over for a drink on a draining afternoon. Like having the experience of players like Brown. You can see the captain for the year. Of course, co-commentator on the 2023 NPL Men's Grand Final. Marsh, a better way to make his presence known and state his case for more minutes when the NPL season kicks off on the weekend of February 21-22. Gaffney, his second full season with Brisbane City, took over late in 2024 for the departed Carl Dodd. Spent last year coaching the Raw NPL side, and is now the coaching staff out at Wynnum as an assistant. And Sahovic is back on the field. The keepers to be mindful of as well, that 6-second enforcement. Millard says it's just down the other end of the pitch.
Come on, let's work. Mark, Mel, Marcus, come on.
This could be on for Moreton City, driving to the edge of the box. Is it a penalty or is it a corner? It was Christian Mariwo. This is a 23s player, and it was a tackle corner taken short. It's Anich. The one-man band at the moment. Joel Anich gets it up to the halfway as he Puts Raftery on his backside, but signing responds well. Gets back up to his feet, wins it back for Moreton City. Will they be the one to find a winner? It's lofted up towards the goal, and it's taken by Langdon. The pressure from Dunn. Did have a little bit of a look at Langdon on that occasion. There was contact. Play will resume. Those Brisbane City kit numbers have been a bit easier to read over the last couple of years compared to previous iterations of their strip. 2019, when they had the gold numbers on the light blue shirt, which nobody any favours, but for now, Walters will try and do a favour as he plays it off the midriff of Brown. Let's see what the replay has to say here. It looked like it struck him in the chest. He's got an arm growing out of his nipple there. Well, we have more subs coming.
Yes, sub, yeah. Let's go, yes, sub.
I believe that is Marcus Barnes that is being withdrawn for Ashton Burrows. And it is Marcus Barnes who has put in a shift. Well organised defences in NPL Queensland. Now the challenge for Ashton Burrows. Sure, he marks his man in, goes the corner towards the back post. It's Walters. Oh, for all money, you would have backed him to bury that, and it goes across the face of the goal, and it was Sadiq Abbas. Apologies to Walters. Walters had a header from a similar position not too long ago. Towards the 90-minute mark, and well, in theory for Walters would also apply for a bus on that occasion.
Look at your four. Christian.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a friendly reminder, at all times, please remain behind the fence and off the pitch. The players will come and make themselves available for any photos and to mingle with the kids at full time. Please stay on the pitch. Thank you very much.
Weekend festival of football here in Bundaberg wrap up. Busy day with coaching clinics and whatnot. Abbas does duty, clears that one away.
Get back! 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 Say! Hey, Burrows! Take it, Trent! Pass!
Jack can do it, Trent. Forward. Go inside, Trent. Hey, you can be dangerous, Trent.
Ashton, open up your body.
We are now in stoppage time. You'd expect at least 5 minutes to play. Here is Raftery. No way through. Crociati once again. The Brisbane City Central defensive pairing has been very strong thus far. St. James Murphy getting an early mark. It is. He's replaced by number 5 out. ball towards the near post and pulled up for a infringement and push and shove in the box between Harry Arneson. Confirming that sub is number 5, Ryan out. And as Fell has to play peacemaker yet again. We have a winner in this match. Brisbane City holding on for the last 12 minutes with just 10 men after Jack Scott was sent off for a second bookable offence. Millard. Too far forward for that throw-in as the heated dialogue between the benches continues. Millard switches play as Lev Samira was lurking. Too many draws this weekend. Shaping up as the second one at this stage. Very low. 23's brigade getting his chance today.
Cut out the 6. Let these 3 play with it.
No chance. Armand to cut back. Down he goes. Advantage for Moreton City there on the follow-up diving effort by Langdon. And it was put wide by out anyway. However, a free kick Brisbane City's way. Taken on by Raftery and again putting his body on the line. This is the 3rd time he's taken a knock, pouncing on a loose ball. Take that knock on his right hand in the first half. Josh Langdon is going to presumably be in for a well-earned ice bath after this. Also, if you've enjoyed this match, the good news is we don't have to wait too long for these two sides to renew their hostilities. They'll face off in round 2 of the NPL competition, 28th of February at Walter Park. Catch that match, like every NPL men's and women's match, FQTV, which is how you're watching tonight. It's nothing too serious for Josh Langdon with City out of substitutions. We have time for a winner, or will that be it? By Moreton City on the second ball. Crociati the bus, just a bit of back and forth off the hand of Naveen. No handball though, as Raftery for space for the cross. City forced to recycle it. goes, finds the head of Sahovic. Clear by Marsh.
Stay now, Ash. Stay now.
And again. Jack.
Let him have it. Right across, Ash.
Let him go.
Stay in, it looks like it did. Raftery escape Arnich and Love Samira, but the two Brisbane City players winning the ball back. Is this the last chance of the game? 97 minutes played. Malachi Love Samira plays it through, finding the substitute who was offside. Burrows had strayed too far forward.
Organise, come on. Pace, now. We've got 4. Now. Go.
And it is a point apiece in Bundaberg. A goal from Luke Yankovic in the second minute gave Moreton City the advantage before Joel Arnich with a spectacular free kick worthy of a point in and of itself. Levelled proceedings. Jack Scott was sent off for Brisbane City not long after. Both sides will head into match day 3 locked on 3 points. Brisbane City will face Caboolture. Moreton City will face Calabar, both on the road. That is going to do it for this Saturday night clash. Thank you very much for your company on FQTV. I'm James Coughlin. Final score for the final time. Brisbane City 1, Moreton City 1. Good night.
Just a reminder, if you can all please stay off the pitch, the players will make themselves